All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to take these two photos and mask them together to create one. So really what I want to do is I like this whole fishing pier or this guy fishing over here, and I love this guy, but I want to put in the new the water that's down here and these rocks and stuff like that. I love that. I want to combine the photos together. And we can do that with masking fairly easily. So remember, to add a mask, I'm going to click on my layer above here, layer 2, and I'm going to go ahead and add a mask on that. And we are going to go ahead and get just a regular brush. All right, we're just going to get one of these feathered brushes here. I'm going to get fairly big. And remember, black takes away and white puts back. So in this case, I want to take away all the top part of this image, but leave this bottom part. So the first thing I'm going to do is opacity at 100%, just to get my base image kind of working. And I'm going to do that and say, okay, yeah, I really like what's going on, but I'd like these rocks to show up a little bit more than what they are. So in this case, I'm going to bring the opacity to 50%. A really cool shortcut is I can just hit the 5 key. Same way if I wanted 80%, I can just hit the 8 key. If I wanted 85%, you just hit 8-5 real fast. In this case, we want to go back to 50. And remember, I want to switch this because I want to bring back some of this photo. So we're going to switch to white, which is X. So X switches between the foreground and background. So in this case, we're going to bring back some of the white here. But I went a little too far, so we're going to switch back. I'm going to actually make my brush smaller here so I can get some fine tuning here. Right, because we don't want that line to show up. Okay, looking pretty good. The next step that we're going to do, the next step that we're going to do is I'm going to put a color blend over top of everything just to make it maybe a little bit more unified. So I'm going to create a new layer, so Command-Shift-N, and we're going to call this color overlay. Now we are going to do, you can do any color that you want. I'm going to do an orangey color. Let's actually pick one from maybe the sky. And I'm going to change this blending mode to, I don't know, what does multiply do? No, we're just going to scroll through here and get a good, I think what I want is actually color. We'll see. Divide, hue. Now, hue's pretty interesting. Saturation. Okay, color. You may say, whoa, wait a minute. That has taken this really kind of crazy. Yeah, it has. So let's just take down the opacity of this. Right, and here's the cool thing with masks, right? So I'm going to put a mask over top of this color. And I'm going to paint back in over here to bring back some of that cooler colors of those rocks. Make this smaller. And I could start to bring back just in color in places that I thought, you know, maybe we're losing some of it. We could bring it in there and you got a really kind of interesting look. Let's bring it from the sky here. Right, so we're working that. That's starting to look good. Right, so there is now your kind of Photoshop together pictures and images. So really cool technique of using 50% in order to blend them together. Using a new layer atop to kind of unify the colors a little bit. And yeah, so that is it. So that is using masks in combining photos inside of Photoshop.